जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा गिरिधरी श्री राधे जय राधा गिरिधरी श्री राधे जय गौरानिताय श्री श्री गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय अनिताय जय गौरानिताय जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रमणि जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रमणि जय प्रभुपद श्रील प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय गुरुदेव की जय भगवत महाग्रंथ की जय पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंतकोटि वैष्णव की जय हरे कृष्ण welcome everyone to this morning session of Srimad Bhagavatam. So I would like to say thank you for Mataji and Prabhuji giving me this opportunity, even though I am not qualified. Please bless me so that I can deliver the correct message. Please also correct me if I go anything wrong. Hare Krishna. With your blessings, I'll start the class. Reading Srimad Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. So I'll share the screen. Are you able to see Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. So we are reading Prabhupada Lilamrita, chapter 37, and the land is yours, page number 25, if you are following the book. The land was in Ramanareti. Prabhupada noted that the property on the outskirts of Vrindavana was located on busy Chattikara Road, a main thoroughfare into Vrindavana and traffic route to Agra and Taj Mahal. The land was also adjacent to the Vrindavana Parikrama path, where millions of pilgrims passed annually, circumambulating Vrindavan and visiting its temples and holy places. Ramanareti, literally charming sand, was mostly forest with a few ashramas and abandoned fields, celebrated as a favorite spot of Krishna's where he and his brother Balarama and their coward boyfriends had played 5,000 years ago. Ramanareti abounded in transcendental love of God, which is the special atmosphere for Vrindavana. Although various city officials had casually mentioned that the city might donate land, Prabhupada took more seriously Mrs. S. offer. Mr. S. explained that although other sadhus had been asking for the land, he and his wife had not yet decided. They wanted to give it to a group who would build a Radha Krishna temple there as soon as possible. When Prabhupada assured Mr. S. he would do so, Mr. S. vowed that the land was now Prabhupada's. Prabhupada had heard such promises before, and they had often proved false. But considering this offer serious, he appointed disciples to remain in Vrindavana to draw up a deed with Mr. S. Meanwhile, Prabhupada took his disciples on pilgrimage to many of the important holy places of Vrindavana. Varshana, the birthplace of Srimati Radharani; Gokula, the place of Krishna's earliest pastimes; Radha Kunda, Govinda Kunda, Govardhana and Vrindavanam major temples. At Govardhana, Prabhupada told the devotees not to step on Govardhan Hill or pick up any of the rocks. Govardhan Hill was not non-different from Krishna. Also at Govardhana, Prabhupada took the devotees to a little temple where he showed them Krishna's footprints. The footprint was very large. If Krishna's foot had been that big, the devotees marveled, then he must have been 8 feet tall. Yes, Prabhupada said. They were much bigger than near Govardhana at Bindu Sarovara, a lake commemorating the place where Radha and Krishna first met. The devotees swam while Prabhupada bathed from buckets of water in the nearby field. Later, while Prabhupada took prasadam, the devotees tried to chase away a few stray dogs by throwing stones and yelling, but Prabhupada stopped them. Leave them alone, he said, and he began throwing the dogs prasadam from his plate. At Varshana, the birthplace of Radharani, the devotees carried Prabhupada on palanquin up the many steps to the temple. On the top of the hill, he looked toward the distant hill. Just over there, he said, pointing. Krishna used to come down that hill. Radha would come down this hill, and they would meet in the middle. There was a forest there. So this is a very special place because it is the meeting place of Radha and Krishna. In each holy place, Prabhupada would sit down, hold a kirtana, and come before the deity and offer obeisances. Then he would briefly describe the pastimes of Krishna related with the particular place. Prabhuji, I can stop here, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, you can stop it. No problem.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. We are reading verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, canto 5 and chapter 8, 18 and verse number 20. The canto name is Creative Impetus and chapter name is The Residents of Jambudvipa Offer Prayers. Okay, I'll share the screen. Yeah, please bear with me. Are you able to see, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, Hare Krishna. So we are reading verse number 20 from the 5th canto, 18th chapter. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Savai Patihi Syat Akuto Bhaya Swayam Samantata Pati Bhayaturam Janam Saeka Eveta Radhamito Bhayam Naivatmalabhat Adi Manyate Param स वै पतिः स्यात् अकुतो भया स्वयं समन्ततः पाति भयातुरं जनं स एक एवेतरत मितो भयं नैवात्मलाभात् अधिमन्यते परम्. Hare Krishna. Anybody would like to read verse? Please welcome.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavata Pranam.
Yes,
I am reciting it, trying to recite. Hare Krishna. Shabhai patihi shadakuto bhaya shayam samantataha pati bhayaturam janam shayeko evetarotha mitho bhayam naivat malabhatudhi manyate param. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavata Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Anybody would like to read?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Please go ahead.
Savipati sat akuto bhayah shayam samantatah pati bhayaturam janam sa eka ebe taratha mitho bhayam noivatmalabhadadhi manyate param. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. I am also trying.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Savipati sadhakuto bhaya sayang samantata pati bhayaturang janam saeka ebe taratha mitho bhayang noivatma labhadadhi mannate param. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Please go ahead.
Sa vai pati sayat akuto bhaya swayam samantataha pati bhayaturam janam sa ekaivat ratha mitho bhayam naivat malabhat adhi manyate param. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna. So, would anyone like to read synonyms?
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I read please?
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Saha, he, vai, indeed, patihi, a husband, syat, would be, akutaha bhaya, who is not fearful of anyone, swayam, self-sufficient, samantataha, entirely, pati, maintains, bhaya aturam, who is very afraid, janam, a person, saha, therefore he, ekaha, one, eva, only, itaratha, otherwise, mitha, from one another, bhayam, fear, na, not, eva, indeed, atma labhat, then the attainment of you, adhi, greater, manyate, is accepted, param, other thing. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Would anybody like to read translation purport?
Yes,
May I,
Mataji.
Yeah.
Mataji, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He alone who is never afraid, but who, on the contrary, gives complete shelter to all fearful persons, can actually become a husband and protector. Therefore, my Lord, you are the only husband, and no one else can claim this position. If you are not the only husband, you would be afraid of others. Therefore, persons learned in all Vedic literature accept only your lordship as everyone's master, and they think no one else a better husband and protector than you. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Please go ahead, Mataji. Purport.
Yes, Mataji. Part put by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Here, the meaning of husband or guardian is clearly explained. People want to become a husband, a guardian, a governor, or a political leader without knowing the actual meaning of such a superior position. There are many people all over the world, indeed, throughout the universe, who claim for some time they are husbands, political leaders, or guardians, but in due course of time, the Supreme Lord desires their removal from their posts, and their careers are immediately finished. Therefore, those who are actually learned and advanced in spiritual life do not accept any leader, husband, or maintainer other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Krishna personally states in Bhagavad Gita 18.66, Aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshashyami. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Krishna is not afraid of anyone. On the contrary, everyone is afraid of Krishna. Therefore, he can actually give protection to a subordinate living entity. Since so-called leaders or dictators are completely under the control of material nature, they can never give complete protection to others, although they claim this ability due to false prestige. Nate vidhu sarvatha gatim hi Vishnu. People do not know that real advancement in life consists of accepting the Supreme Personality of Godhead as one's master, instead of deceiving themselves and others by pretending to be all-powerful. All political leaders, husbands and guardians should spread the Krishna consciousness movement so that everyone can learn how to surrender to Krishna, the Supreme Husband. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So I'll read one more time. Translation. He alone who is never afraid, but who, on the contrary, gives complete shelter to all fearful persons, can actually become a husband and protector. Therefore, my Lord, you are the only husband, and no one else can claim this position. If you are not the only husband, you would be afraid of others. Therefore, persons learned in all Vedic literature accept only your lordship as everyone's master, and they think no one else better husband and protector than you. I'll stop the video. Om Ajnanati